Do you know how to believe? Hey guys, it's John sitting here in my sit-in love room, and I thought I'd hop on and answer another question from the comments section on my community page. On the community page, I asked the question, what are people struggling with? And I got this comment. So let me just read this, and then I'll dive into my response. My question was, what are you struggling with? And his comment starts with believing. I've built up an understanding of various things over the years, and I'm getting better at being more positive versions of myself in the present. All around, I'm growing in multiple ways, but ultimately I find myself struggling with a lot of things and circle back to simply believing. Of course, I can and often do choose to say I believe and tell myself X or Y, and I reinforce that as much as I can without forcing it. But ultimately, I find it's more often than not just that, telling myself something and going with it. Virtually always coupled with intrusive doubt, which I can only dismiss or reason away. After reflecting on it, I'm not sure I actually know how to believe. Well, the interesting thing about it is you are believing. Your whole comment is talking about your belief that you understand, but your belief is you don't know how to believe. And so it's a catch-22. You're actually creating this process, but you're believing that. Your belief is I don't know how. The key is to really simplify what belief is. What your beliefs are. As you said, I have an understanding, and you have understanding in quotes, various things over the years, and I'm getting better. I am getting better is a belief. I'm getting better. That means that you're going to see results of getting better. And then, you said I'm getting better at being a positive version of myself. I'm growing in multiple ways. That's another I am statement. But the second you add the but was the justification as to why you're not. So the belief was you're not. You've now created what's known as a cognitive dissonance. You're believing one thing, but saying another. And then at the bottom, and that word but that you put in there took us to the rest of this comment, which is all the justifications as to why you're not. So let's jump in here. So I can and often do choose to say I believe and tell myself X or Y, and I reinforce that as much as I can. Well, reinforcement is an interesting word because it's one of the reasons I don't believe in affirmations. Because the word affirmation means I'm shoring something up I have no confidence in. Your use of the word reinforcement means you don't believe it. That actually says, I don't believe that it's a solid thought or belief. But the interesting thing is, that belief that it's not solid is a belief. You are the one choosing to believe that it's not solid. You're the one choosing to doubt. That is a belief. You know what belief is, but your belief that you can't know what belief is creating this conundrum for you. Telling myself something and going with it, virtually always coupled with intrusive doubt, which I can only dismiss and reason away. Your intrusive doubt is that belief that it's not happening. It is that belief that your belief isn't strong enough to not have to be held up and supported and affirmed. That is a belief system. The key really is to let go of the fears that give you that belief system. Exhale, release it away, and just say, I am. And if you can't believe what it is you're creating is too big or too daunting to appear in your life, then exhale and start with something smaller until you can grow the faith. Understand that learning how to create things into your life, it's like many people will say, I'm a millionaire, but they can't believe the numbers are too big for them to believe it, right? Start with something small. I'm finding a dime today. That sort of smaller thing gives you the belief that you can create. Then you can grow it up to the belief of something bigger. But the idea of I'm thinking X and Y, but I have to reinforce that as much as I can. That as much as I can is the belief that you're limited. As much as I can. Well, what's stopping you from doing more? The belief that you can't. And now a quick word from our sponsor. Coffee Time with John. This channel runs off coffee, so get your coffee and tea at johnsjoe.com. The thing is, it's not about learning how to believe. It's acknowledging that you already are believing. And the beliefs that you're talking about in this is your belief in your own limitations and your own doubts. The thing is, nothing is impossible for you. You can ask mountains to move, and they will move. But you're the one who has to come to the point of realizing I've got to move a pebble first. I've got to realize that I can create first. Come to that place of understanding that belief is happening all day in your life. And the belief that it's not happening is a belief as well. And that idea that I don't know how to believe, you believe naturally. It's just a matter of finding what you believe. And your beliefs in this comment are beliefs in limitation, the beliefs in I'm unable, I am incapable, I'm incapable of believing. I have to do X and Y, so I have to reinforce it. Why do I have to reinforce it? Because I believe it needs reinforcement because I believe that I'm not strong enough to do it. These are your beliefs. It's not about finding how to believe. It's about coming to the place of acknowledging what your beliefs are and changing the beliefs. And those beliefs are habitual. And the way you break habitual belief is you keep flipping your script until you get past the point of the balance of habit. Now, science is very clear when it says somewhere between 21 and 60 days of repetitive action creates habit. So you just have to keep flipping that script until you get to 3 weeks before it can even start to change. But you're the only one who can do it. No one can tell you what to believe because you're the one who's believing it. And the belief itself of the belief of struggle, I find myself struggling a lot when things circle back to simply believing. I am struggling. Whatever you ask in God's name is granted. Moses said God's name is I am. Whatever you put after I am is a belief. I am da-da-da-da-da, but the but negates the I am. Don't make a butt of yourself. Just literally stay in I am creating a joyful life surrounded by people I love who love me in return abundantly, or whatever it is you want to create in your life. But when you find yourself saying, I don't know how to believe, you're actually limiting the fact that you have not the ability to control your life. You actually are declaring the lack of control of your own destiny. You are the person who creates your destiny. Bhagavad Gita says, thought by thought you forge your destiny. But every thought is a belief. But you're just not recognizing the beliefs you have. And so take this time to realize that all of this is belief and limitation, and it's a belief. And it's your belief. You're believing all the time. And this belief is holding you back from experiencing a greater experience of your divinity because you haven't acknowledged what your beliefs are and addressed your beliefs because all these beliefs are subconscious. All these beliefs are behind you. But the way you change the subconscious mind is to consciously flip that script until it becomes the new habit. Subconscious belief is just habit. And these beliefs of limitation, these beliefs that you can't, are the beliefs that are stopping you from actually seeing that you know how to believe already and that you already are. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Thoughts can or can't are beliefs. So recognize what beliefs are. Then you'll notice that you're believing lots of things. And this comment is filled with lots of beliefs. Lots of beliefs. But you're the one who has to acknowledge what those beliefs are and change the beliefs so that you get the outcome you're looking for. And I hope that answers your question, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.